Ad. Ad is short for advertisement. It is a form of marketing used by companies to promote their products or services. Ads can take many different forms, such as print ads in magazines or newspapers, TV or radio commercials, online ads, billboards, or even direct mail pieces. The goal of an ad is to capture people's attention and persuade them to buy or use the product or service being advertised. Advertise. Advertise means to promote or make something known to people through various means of communication such as newspapers, magazines, television, radio, internet, etc. In the context of shopping, advertising is a way for businesses to showcase their products or services to potential customers in order to attract them to make a purchase. Advertisements can take many forms, such as print ads, online ads, billboards, commercials, and more. The goal of advertising is to increase sales by raising awareness of a product or service and persuading potential customers to buy it. Advertisement. Advertisement refers to a public announcement or notice, typically made through different forms of media such as newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or online platforms, to promote or advertise a product, service, event, or opportunity. Advertisements can take various forms, such as images, texts, videos, and audio clips, and are designed to attract the attention of potential customers or consumers and persuade them to purchase or engage with the advertised product or service. Advertisements can also provide information about discounts, sales, or other special offers that may be available. Assistant. Assistant in reference to shopping refers to a person who helps customers in a store or shop. They may provide information about products, help customers find what they are looking for, or assist with checkout and payment. An assistant may also be responsible for stocking shelves and keeping the store tidy. In general, an assistant is there to provide a positive shopping experience for customers and make sure they have everything they need. Buy. To buy means to obtain something by paying money for it. When you go shopping and decide to purchase an item, you are buying it. The act of buying typically involves selecting the item you want, checking its price, and then paying for it either with cash or a credit card. Change. Change refers to the money that is returned to a customer after they have paid for an item or service with more money than the cost of the item or service. For example, if a customer buys an item that costs $10 and pays with a $20 bill, they would receive $10 in change. Change can be given in the form of coins or bills, depending on the amount owed. Cheap. Cheap in the context of shopping. We mean that it is priced at a low cost. In other words, it costs less money than we might expect. The word cheap can be used to describe anything that is sold at a lower price than similar items or products. People may look for cheap deals or cheap prices when shopping because they want to save money. However, it is important to note that cheap can sometimes also be used in a negative sense, suggesting that something is of low quality or poorly made. Choose. Choose in the context of shopping. It means to select one item from a group of items that you have to buy. It involves the act of deciding which item you prefer or like the most, based on factors like the quality, price, brand, style, color, and so on. For instance, if you're buying a shirt, you might choose one that is the right size, color, and design that you like the most. When you choose something, you make a decision based on your preferences and needs. Close. In the context of shopping, the word close can have two meanings. 1. To shut or stop operating. When a store or shopping center is closed, it means that it has stopped operating for the day, and customers cannot enter or make purchases. 2. Near or in proximity to. Close can also refer to the proximity of a store or shopping center to a particular location or landmark. For example, the mall is close to the airport, so If someone says the store is close, it could mean that the store is either shut or it's located near the speaker's current location. Closed. Closed means that the store or business is not currently open for business. This could be due to the store's normal hours of operation being over for the day, the store being closed for a holiday or special event, or the store being closed permanently. It is important to check the store's hours before visiting to ensure that it will be open when you plan to visit. Collect. To collect in reference to shopping means to obtain or receive goods or products that were previously purchased or ordered. When you collect an item, you go to a specific location, such as a store or post office, to pick up the item. This can apply to items that were ordered online, over the phone, or in person. Collecting is the process of physically obtaining the item that you have already paid for. Complain. Complain in reference to shopping means expressing dissatisfaction or a negative opinion about a product or service that was purchased. When a customer feels that the product or service they received did not meet their expectation, they may choose to complain to the store or company in question. This can be done through various means such as speaking to a manager, writing a complaint letter or email, or leaving a negative review. The purpose of complaining is to seek a resolution or compensation for the issue faced by the customer. Cost. Cost in reference to shopping refers to the amount of money that is required to purchase a particular item or service. It is the price that one has to pay to buy a product or avail a service. The cost of an item or service can vary depending on a number of factors such as its quality, availability, demand, and competition. Cost is an important consideration while shopping, as it helps one make informed decisions about what to buy based on their budget and needs. Customer. Customer refers to a person who buys goods or services from a business or shop. Customers are important to businesses as they provide revenue and help keep the business running. Good customer service is important to keep customers satisfied and coming back to buy more goods or services. Damaged. Damaged means that an item has been physically harmed or altered in some way that affects its appearance, usefulness, or value. Damaged items can result from mishandling during transportation or storage, defects in manufacturing or packaging, or other causes. When an item is damaged, it may be returned or exchanged for a replacement, or a refund may be offered. It is important for customers to inspect items before purchasing to ensure that they are in good condition and to report any damage or defects to the seller or retailer. Dear. Dear is used to describe something that is expensive or has a high cost. It means that the price of the item is higher than what is considered reasonable or affordable for many people. For example, if a customer is looking at a product in a store and says this is too dear, they mean that the price is too high for them to buy it. Deposit. Deposit refers to a payment made to secure or reserve a product or service. When you pay a deposit, you are putting down a portion of the total cost up front as a guarantee that you will follow through with the purchase or service. Deposits are often required for high-value items, such as cars or property rentals. The deposit amount may be refunded to you later on, depending on the terms of the purchase or service agreement. Exchange. Exchange in reference to shopping means to trade or swap one item or product for another item or product. For example, if you buy a shirt that doesn't fit properly, you might want to exchange it for a different size. In this case, you would give the store the shirt you purchased and receive a different shirt in the correct size. Similarly, if you receive a gift that you don't like, you might want to exchange it for something else that you prefer. In this case, you would give the unwanted item to the store and receive a different item of your choice. Expensive. Expensive is a word used to describe something that costs a lot of money. In the context of shopping, it means that the item or service being offered is priced higher than what is considered reasonable or affordable. For example, a luxury brand handbag could be described as expensive because it costs significantly more than a similar, Non-luxury brand. It's important to note that what is considered expensive can vary depending on the individual and their budget. Hire means to pay to use an item or service for a limited amount of time. For example, one can hire a car, bike, or furniture from a shop. When you hire an item, you pay a fee for the duration you want to use it. After that period, you have to return the item to the shop. The shop owner may also require a deposit, which is a sum of money that you pay up front as security for any damages or loss that may occur while you have the item in your possession. Inexpensive. Inexpensive in reference to shopping means that something is affordable or not expensive. It is a term used to describe products or services that are priced lower than the average or expected cost. Inexpensive items are often considered a good value for money because they offer a reasonable price while still meeting the customer's needs or expectations. This term is frequently used by retailers to advertise sales, promotions, or discounts to customers, to let them know that they can purchase a product or service at a lower cost than usual. Luxury. Luxury refers to a product or service that is considered to be of high quality and expensive, often associated with comfort, elegance, and indulgence. When shopping, luxury items are often those that are considered unnecessary or beyond what is required for basic needs. Luxury items may include things like high-end jewelry, designer clothing, expensive watches, or premium vehicles. People who purchase luxury items typically do so as a form of indulgence, to display their wealth and status, or simply because they enjoy the feeling of owning and using something of exceptionally high quality. Order. Order means to request or arrange for goods or services to be delivered or provided. For example, if you want to buy something online, you would place an order for the item, and the seller would send it to you. Similarly, if you want to eat at a restaurant, you would place an order for the food you want to eat. The word order can also refer to the specific instructions or requests given when making a purchase or placing a request for goods or services. Pay for. Pay for in reference to shopping means to give money in exchange for a product or service. When a customer selects items to purchase, they must pay for the items before leaving the store. Payment can be made in various forms, such as cash, credit, debit card, or mobile payment apps. The act of paying for something signifies the completion of a transaction between the customer and the seller. Price. Price refers to the amount of money that is required to purchase a particular product or service. It is the cost or value of a product that a seller requires in exchange for the goods or services provided. Prices can vary depending on the quality, demand, and availability of the product, as well as other factors such as location and competition. Buyers need to consider the price of a product when making purchasing decisions, as it affects their budget and the value they get for their money. Reasonable. Reasonable is an adjective used to describe a price that is fair and not too high. If something is reasonably priced, it means that the cost is not too expensive or too cheap, but instead it is just right for what you are buying. For example, if you see a jacket that you like, and the price seems fair for the quality and style of the jacket, you might say that the price is reasonable. Essentially, reasonable means that the price is appropriate and justifiable for what is being sold. Reduce. Reduce in reference to shopping means to lower the price of a product or service. When a product or service is reduced, it becomes less expensive than its original price. Retailers may reduce prices to make a sale or to clear out inventory. For example, a clothing store might reduce the price of winter coats at the end of the winter season to make room for spring merchandise. Customers may be more likely to buy products that have been reduced in price because they perceive them as a better value for their money.